Emmanuel so another Monday asasa transfer at Xsports at the air bro. In some PN ya transfer na ya the air bar. Oni say the other na transfer here. Ya na ekika se mini nyire sie ni asoro se ne sefata na afia editie ne transfer na tese ya the air bar. Na yebekwa mo ni eze European Championship no gusu a ekoso na oni say teams mienu de omukofia ne sa. Poland ni Scotland omukofie na enra quite hungry edi Scotland fast no Scotland coach akasa wase omunya clear penalty awase refugee wanji yebedi hu komo na he teams so for musa qualify them say Germany a qualify na Spain enso a qualify and afi Portugal enso kwanim na Switzerland omunya clubs na mahudo a omunyina so a qualify tebe na edni nyina ho sensem si dia ba na coach Gareth Southgate enende Japan de gunichem sanse players a ukuta any resource a onya no nyade ekoye kra bi kire se ko pama match no se onya bi bo enwechi ebi su kire se players bi se look show mu omu mobi na coach na kasa e dia fa European Championship rekosa ni nyina ho sem no ye de ebeba na fifin sem no se doso na ye ni na mo amputee team for no ye be ko no mo asoye na edi se wahodo e de fio ma se de ba mo ni minister shia ye nsema piepie mu nyina no ye be ko na fi update kakra fio ba ye de no so e de aba Ghana Premier League ya boye Samates omo agi league no na omo gi league ni wie no e chirisem etisei e na Africa pono season ni nyina se na sikoye team ben na ne modimbo eso ani na afi team ben so na performance no weni anshara anye ho ni nyina mu no ye behwe ne yedi hu komo brepem onso benya adwinkyere na odi aba ewo shiro so se WhatsApp number no e betwegu na odi adwinkyere da for na afia kinkan e di abanwechi so kesi medu na emene na asunso a e bebia ho na atum onso obefre na wadwinkyere nyina so odi ababo boaye na enra MTNFA Cup final no etuja our University of Ghana Stadium anyway 6 p.m. ana ekos na so atreman omo first major trophy omo atimiji omo chibo for quarter no ehye omo 5-4 on penalties ana tese omo di agiye ye bedi nkomo ne ahwe so far no se na ne masite se omo age Africa no benya akọ ana omo ntimi nko ye ne mpenifo ebedi nkomo ahodo pi e dia fa ho na fe ada club news ahodo Asante Kotoko more than 18 players ana mpenifo eja omukwan top striker wako abrante fantasy makola ne or the farewell message e dey abre Asante Kotoko fans ebetie na ehese na no so na finance folk about 11 players and amperfo eja omukwan ni nyina se ebedi nkomo Great Olympics almost call relegation na amunsam de eye pinso enya asem kitwa ni nyina so ebedi nkomo ewo jumede no so bitin e di Roger Imano Fremi the Sports Monarch Sansan Abuja Fortuna say mrepem obetio ka coach Vincent Abio ewa ha ana fe coach John Upon Webek wano so ewa ha no sia yebetena se na fe nsem no yedi emusiko pa botela ana fe kojofo so nyina producers a omutechire ma yedi jumede ne ba dan ho ba ye ba pepe yedi jumede no ebeto aso edama ye ba sisia
Ifo kra na menyisika edia ye mefui
Ehifa pa na menya bosia edia tre medjuma yimu
kai kra mabre menye bosia ato taxi fufu Suhum
Rural Bank
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hwehwe ahodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekokro bosia, susu account. Eni da so wo ho savings account. Me bada chain savings account. Ene de keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422918696. Na won so wetumi aka se.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Mpempenso a yabedru wo yemfie aduasa dwumadi egu. Yemama kwaba ba medi Moses ayare sabia ene haban no aseyeye ayaresabia agye yini na agye abasobodie bebree yakwadare prostate mu yi oba ne barima wo mu nsensem empemu mrewye wo barima sorigina na atiada ene yare nkitenkete a ehinta wo nipadua mu ye wo mfidi a eye nhwehwemu bi te se digital x-ray mammogram 4D ultrasound fluoroscopy machine ene nia ekeka ho ye wo biaya ye bema wo ahaban nu ene faako a ye hwe ese mu yare ahodo nyina yedi efie duasa wa yarehwe adwuma mu ye kai sedie ya hwe ye manfo wo odo ne ahobrasie mu yen adokotafo nursefo ne yen adwumayefo nyina beto aso asom wo ma yarehwe akontri yedemase bebre Ghana samodi mapomuden ahye yensa we koma Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center wapomuden adamfo ene daachi a edi yenim nyina.
Okay, yes, I'm a phone na akwaba bi mu channel social media handles ni na bomodi Facebook wenya na fi wa like na wa share kama odi waje kire to so a ye bekin kan e dia ma show no course nyina na ye bekin kan nyina enso e dia ma awo jumede no so abeja fortunasi enti ba be sha na fi ya wura ensem no coach Vincent Abiu e wa ha na fi coach John Oponwebek wano se wa ha no se coach Abiu good afternoon
Roger
coach Oponwe e ya ko yi kama okay coach nyanya du bia boko ina dia si na busafo nyina wo ye de eno ane hia na liberties bi ko ye de
so far so good
okay.
Let me say so far so good
okay
kakra ba nyama ko ye kakra
okay
befa
Okay, yes, na yemrem awo European Championship course wa Germany tournament ni ba start no ye betena ha awuwie mo kan ho nsema say teams ni bia qualify at so mo echo round of 16 and sa say na medikan e kan no host nation Germany we say weekend na mo odendie ensini na echi omunya draw 1-1 na at so mo dia qualify say no ohwe omu group na omunya 7 point omu di atop group na fi oman Switzerland ensinya 5 point wono se di atop the other second our group A na fi Hungary enya 3 point na fi oma onu twato no ono ni point bi anti ono Kofi Anesa na fi ohwe teams a almost say almost group stage ye mu wie enso no omuntumi nkomo ni Scotland 2 matches 0 point and how many point bia anti McTominay any onimpenifo ono mo Kofi Anesa and reaching so with only HMO Poland Poland almost Kofi Anesa nti nyadi almost betimi a progress akomanim ewo tournament no so na ekoso na uhwe Scotland omu game a ekoso Newman Sharan Koyi no omu coach ura ye for Steve Clark edi sama crowd to just say omu match no omu nya clear penalty na omu refi no na edina omu sa penalty na omu ntimi anya sa opportunity no ntimi anwini game no na yenti coach Stephen Clark ni sama okan after the game no not say go so say coach ni nsem no yen sabetimi aka na fe yedi aba ma me share from coach Abiu ho na yenhwe European Championship a koso na ohwe senior esetie na ohwe tournament na kasa na yekoso any resource na epipie mu a na ma for kase ohwe senior tournament na esetie na ase big teams no obi eyi ni ho anisa because Portugal ewini sanse na ohwe Spain a ono se wini ye na ohwe oman bi te se Italy a omu se Spain ehye omu de nemum ene omu match omu ni Croatia airport another tough game nemum likely say bia Italy ebetimi anya results ebetimi abo omu a ebia omu betimi aden omu betimi akokodi ede akomanim and which so ohwe other games a eno so ebetimi abasa onim se Albania se boyne nemum Albania de ase dodo na and omu kakra nemum results ba ko epie mu a weekend na yamanfo ho apa Denmark any England match a course last week Thursday endi 1-1 no ama one for kase one here England kura no ebi din kwa players kwa na omudi akọ tournament maybe na is coming home no ebi na ntimi amaso coach wa follow you na say na obe kan dia five teams in performance no
Roger, I think sir it's one of the highest moments. Me being say, are we watching as coaches and footballers? Are we really watching? And I assure you, they are betting on because we share the pace of the game, the speed of the game. We share especially one match, Spain versus Italy. Distance no cover. We have calculation from Aha to Fio Kaswa Bibiano. They cover the distance in the game. Into me, China air question what you saw. It's just a pace na energy need drive normally bubble no as society. I think that so far the tournament has lived up to expectation. Okay. Which are from Group A, we have Germany. They want to come back. Something Kasha said last week, I change on chemistry. They infuse their chemistry and they want to go back to a little bit of their tradition and they are almost trying to infuse it very well. I feel now Munyan is right now. And this is the night to say they've been able to experiment it. We try Switzerland. People who don't normally follow the players will feel say it will be an underdog team. The same applies to other games. So far so good. I think the tournament are used to standard. The other kind of say I don't know why in Crawford now more directly Denmark. We got Denmark here, European champion. Before England, the European champion. And so why are you underrating?
About the other amount for her, quality players.
What is quality? When you only watch the English league, the quality must come on the player you are watching, the players you are watching. Which player in Denmark? Denmark has a total team. The English team has not got any good defensive midfielder. That is their biggest problem. It is only a total team. Now, so partial total team. Now they are known. You feel say you are known. When you play the English team that attacks and cannot come back proactively to pick positions, no, you are going to be in trouble. Most game no with Dino. But game we are the selection, but not a football person. And I coach, I say, game now individual player 1-to-1. So goalkeeper to goalkeeper, number 2 to number 2, up to the 10 players now park. So we are now about the 2 managers because the 2 managers control the mentality of the players. Into show the 2 managers from one home there, now about individual players. Into one show is now the Dini share because once they paraded the team, everybody who is a good follower of the game will say you can play them through the middle because they don't have a good defensive midfield. And I also we are sitting say
to the likes of Declan Rice, and to me.
No, they always move. They are more offensive than defensive. Also, your primary responsibility and the secondary responsibility. It's the player best me overlapping. Now the coach at Chen said it was unnecessary. Who support and I said because what are you doing first? And so defending BB first. So Rice will come with him. Watch the likes of N'Golo Kante. After playing in Saudi 2 seasons, or by Europe. And a top European player. So you still want to win the European League. It tells you say you need that individual quality or speed of thought, the speed of thought, not the BT player there. Look at the way he has run the people in the midfield. Look around so or the PK ball 18. So once the tournament comes, you leave the cell of English Premier League. Premier League because Omuba as individuals is here normal be training. I think say so far so good. There has not been any boring moment. And Obeka say was a match boring, but my highest game was the Spanish Italian game match, where they wanted to defend. They defend. The Spanish will say our goal scoring path will not give us goal. So do you know what? We'll kick the ball into the 18, then you have us score the goal. I say own goal.
No, best defender so, but
say that we kind know the Spanish you say they won't get a goal through their goal scoring path, but they will kick the ball and score yourself because maybe who defend this side now do well as a coach you get tired and once you get tired your nervous system everything is down. Who say kill ball no and I will say why mistake it's all that from no chef in him because that ball was passing, but you know what, the speed of the ball any pressure na do musu no one hwenichi one hunechi on one kasanti when a team is putting pressure on you and they kick such low balls they are very dangerous. Normally a result in own goal who do you call which here the 2000 squad of us of folk no more kick Either be cow.
Shani be basa.
Either be cow. Ebe body and ebe cow player na shall go. If you remember, no circle for.
It's still a dumb bot.
Now my kwame kumni sa kikini papa. Omubo ube doju doju any player who counts for say
okay, coach, Bebu kakra na ye Euro 2024.
Coach Akasa Bebre. Yeah, and I think say one thing I feel say I did too hard, to what coach was saying. First of all, let me congratulate Germany for the host. This particular tournament, now, to be honest with you, it has been massive from the supporting. There's no single match I ever bought. But my country was a stadium in there. And then you can see
the video be crap before England match na no pa. Why you fine match. Born a starting you crying no stadium ground.
You can see the chanting, you can see the chanting, you can see the excitement of the tournament. To me I feel that this is the highest tournament personally, and then though there are some error, small errors, but it's a match between Portugal and Turkey. Game now, like I think about 3 times. There was field invasion. Now, it's like this where I think we Africans we also need to learn from Omu, because we share camera no and see incidents no so what do I say they take off because they want to project the tournament no but by over to me I will say
and the better topic of the day.
Yeah, how many times? 3 times. But nobody talks about it, coach. So do errors kakrawum. But I think we have to learn as CAF organizations. What I say, because we share African Cup now, boy, compared to the year trying to say, ultimately say difference, no. So kakra, at least we have to bridge the gap. Kakra, aside that, Usha teams now, I was so happy. Usha team to say Spain. Share the young players now, and then take at least some more kakra. It has been exciting so far. Usha tournament now, I think Germany against
first match,
second match against Switzerland. Germany.
Switzerland last match.
Yes, yesterday. Usha the way they actually doing the variation of tactics no. Me for too much. But to me I will say but 3 back. But to me now I change and then 4-2-3. It's like it's so beautiful to watch. I'm learning so much, from all these tactics, which I hope say coach can say Shabo no, and now say we just sakeke. It shouldn't be just sakeke. We're supposed to learn, from coaching point of view. I was so happy also to see the team England, but so far my biggest challenge I made with England, who share player to player to say Bellingham say he was the best player in Spain if I'm not if I'm right, and then you look at Kane from
Germany,
Bayern Munich, and then you look at Foden from Man City.
England best player.
Player to player, they have so much quality. But the question is, why are they not playing good football? Last time, they'll be Kasa, and then I wanted to educate people about, because everybody thinks England share development. They it's not about it's about coaches now Pep Guardiola. The way are all building the system, Man City team. No, it's like England national team. Ebia England players. Club side. Man City are parody in the first team. Players
We do a send a bill.
to bet me. So these are all things. It's affecting
even Liverpool for instance.
Exactly. It's affecting the English national team, you know, because it's supposed to be an advantage for them, because you show more players now. Dodo ahina more call out. But now, so time to time, no, you bring them and then work, you know, person work it tactics. Because I don't see any tactical play about the English team.
Okay.
One young teams. I'm very excited about Portugal. If you look at Cristiano Ronaldo leading attack, the way all motivating Kwalano go now. Third goal, no. He could have scored the goal himself, and then he was, you know, he just this is an exciting tournament, to be honest with you. Okay.
All right, it's coach John Webeck and Motini Canona. Yenkuti Scotland coach Stephen Clark in summer. What did you just say? Tournament in it, dear. Oh, much you know, clear penalty. Name a deny Yenchina Yembra.
Disappointing to lose, especially disappointing tonight, because we had the big ambitions to be the first team to come out of the group stages. Wasn't to be. Open game, tough game. Was always going to be the first goal game. Obviously their goal becomes a little bit irrelevant, because we risk so much to try to win the game, because we feel that 2 points is not enough to get to the next stage. Historically it's not enough, so we had to try and win the game. You get caught at the back, you lose the game 1-0. But the biggest point in the game is, and it's a one-goal game. You can tell after half an hour it's a one-goal game. It's a penalty kick. Why is it not given? I need an answer. I need to know why that's not given. It's a penalty kick. I've got words for it, but I like my money.
Okay, Scotland manager Anna Mutini Kaniti and Wakano say penalty clear 100%. It's refinangi and a hungry. I shall move one coach. Coach, another coach in work as a coach. Another coach.
That is the winning inside either. Only time you have one coach I've never talked about.
Yeah,
referees who him from Miami team have to be Mikoye Jumanya. The reason I do that is they are there say come out. And you're not bold to say exactly. And they come out. Now and they call against you there, no person be on say a call against you. One mentality. It took time for me to change it around the technical team and the Olympics team. No. There are times I mean Mukuna Yankasabio. Because they feel say you're against your own team. Yeah. Only that ministry idea way. When I had a team, me chom A and B, Miami team. Before I before see me pay for nothing. Wow team on your investment, training sessions. So I realized okay. And I ever call Wilsu, now wait for the winning su. Almost in percent before him winning. If you realize this is why they're not fooling with me, because Miami team. I'm the one taking care of all of you. So who am I robbing for? It is from that day I mean I be so okay. I bear your culture. Bibia especially Yalusua. It's Miami training session. Sikan Dasu. I had training the whole week. We see team A, it's team B. Asia A4, speak for A4 no. And that be the channel before A4 So I said people just be fully and to take your decision and go with it. Yes, there are some obviously sometimes but they are kind of know. It goes beyond that.
Dudu na pandit dudu na kase ohwe Scotland team na esom ye rebuilding.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. On the need by coach, if you realize the first game, almost 4% of the population traveled to Germany. That was 200,000. I wouldn't believe me, but it is sometimes you must speak this way first in order to feel calm. So okay, we were wrong. We were wrong. To get because
open match if you go because the thing is, you are born 90 minutes. Until you go share. One share. And I will train penalty and son the back and man.
It's a bad loser.
Germany against Scotland. Yeah. I'm going 5 and I'm to tell you say own to me. Yeah. So if you have the upper hand to win,
quality in this form.
Exactly. Quality form
because McTominay derivation. When you compare Germany and Italy,
no. Please, my
yeah.
Yeah. But best about so England for us because we play Sekuta England. Pinkford as a goalkeeper, Obenya Arnold, look sure the injury into Okoeno and Sharambo. But when you can walk out, John Stones, they can rise and move and I'll quit anymore. So, Ubenya Bukayo Saka, Hurricane, no still no results in him. And I be more calling saying, Kopama dear, because we hear if you food in England as a best player, no player was or English, I was a goes to do the Kopama. The coach man, but also a 6 choice. Net is a young noon, Sukra, and supporters in a Kamasama and a coach, you know, Warrior Tika to see and see coaching in some Kakra. I would have to Gary Saget, need some work after say supporters near call is a Kopamano, Bona was so near Bibo, yet coach Gary Saget.
I think we have to accept this is the environment we're in. We're in the environment of winning on the biggest possible stage. Luke won't be involved tomorrow. No, he's actually on track for where we thought he would be originally. We were hoping a couple of days ago we might accelerate that a little bit, but he needs a bit more volume work. So he didn't train with the rest of the group today because he needs to do. There are days where he needs to do more than the rest of the group, and there are days when he needs to recover when the others are pushing. So he's still in and out with the others, but operating on his own program as well.
Okay, Gary Saget, on your manager in England, Namotinica, and which is central for Bissana say, I say, which you want to say, you goes no more consider. It was a tournament, I want to mean consider goes at Denmark 1-1. Na look sure so situation it is saying and also munya butre na look sure no obeba and see take a kind of look sure.
It's clear in terms of the balance of the team that we don't have our best left back available, so that denies you the opportunity for that balance. But I think Trips has done an incredible job for the team.
Okay, Gary Saget, manager in England, and I'm going to say, Wakasana Kutabio Namu also, wait, coach, you know. Pressure ne bow, yes, it could Pamano, or so about because of Pegus.
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes the team in your balance, and I will admit you, because from the left side, any video have me catch us there. Balance. So once you have that energy, you punish them around. But sometimes, no, you pick players to tournament. And then you look at the opposition with your video analyst and the entire technical team and say, we'll go this way. And say, whatever they are all dream, but like coach was trying to explain to us, who is in shape and who is there, and who are fatty, who you put ahead of who, and who pairs who better. This are Nyama Ushe. They want to lose the game. As much as the fans want it, we the coaches mostly want it more than the fans. Because I did say would you open the best. So I think there's a lot of imbalance in the team. They need to start discovering more players. So you might have a problem and a championship player may be able to solve your problem. Or in the same premiership, 19 teams, you should be able to get somebody that will solve the problem. Almost started project B. That was before the 2022 World Cup. St. George's. They started a project. Almost project, what is a Toko Kakra Abemu. It's not like the German project. Almost year from 2012 to 2014. The same project, no more VCT back. France aired the same project 14 years. Spain in 44 years, and they are still enjoying the 44 years. 44 years, not even far, 2010. And I'm really from 2010, a almost all the trophy. No? So, in Kofa Kati, clear cut. But, Yasubai, any colonial master, Subai, yes, me your project. Rather come back and say, other countries' project, or maybe they're 44. Now, Ghana is it spent there 44 years. It took Spain 44 years to win the World Cup. It took France the first 18, another 18. It took Croatia 18 to make it to the semi-finals. Into over England, almost started BB, but because they are now shifting attention to the youth side. Because our project now it is the youth transition. Never project in about 24 and starting. That is why I remember 2010, they have to take Balak out of the team. So taking Balak out of the team was a problem. So they have to make pay off the team manager to be able to speak to Balak. Unfortunately for Balak, no, and Asule Muntari, I think caused that injury. Portsmouth anyway, Chelsea match, you know, because they wanted to switch from the orthodox 4-4-2 to the 4-4-3 system. But the Balak is composed with say on about 4-2-2. That is why called Manchester those days. You can't. That is why you touch Schneider. We didn't buy Schneider because when you buy Schneider, Rooney must go to the bench and he must play 4-3-3. And they are for England national team, so we don't buy him. So Ferguson not buying Schneider was more than just Manchester decision. It was an English FA decision. We take here. So no much game to any colonial masters. No, there was similarities. Kakra,
like we kakra. So now we so much trophy. Yes, oh, but that's the same. We didn't pay off. Oh yeah, we didn't dinner side.
Any penny target no 30 year no. They almost achieved almost 75% of their target. Yeah, we had the but we the compare and got FTA for yes, super colonial masters.
Okay, coach, Abio Nabutini can coach Rebecca Kakran, yes, now you move on. A Bimu Kase, Karisagate Nakasano contract in Kebebe Yanisa, Ndi Kebeya, Nka Eswa, my standing because okay, Omutimuna. Say ope obi ti say Bukayo Saka any food dinner I say balance no mu hwehwe no eya na omu ntanya so ope so mu gi trophy dia omu nya sure say Gary Saget e be ye solution to trophy no mu pese omu gi no oni sa nkrofo no me
in some way because I think player selection coach can balance shada team and tactics or use the approach the games no. To me, you know, I think there's a little question mark because like what materials no, because Obiti Bellingham is playing Bellingham out of position. Obiti Foden is playing Foden out of position. Foden want to, you know, he want to have full role. What do you say?
Number 10.
Key players, tournament. For instance, you have to have. Your plan A, you have to have your plan B, you have to have your plan C. Okay, plan A, plus Ben Ami use during the plan A, plus Ben Ami use in the plan B. But we share the plan because we left back a pra, and then you don't have a replacement. I don't think that makes a lot of sense to me because like me got tournament me was the 23-year core me select at least 3-3-3 in those positions to make sure say okay no met me I make sure say balance now that's it because to me I think it's not using the right tactics to approach materials or materials power about use I believe say Bellingham say 8 or Koba. Bellingham is a typer. He also won the ball. He has the materials. I'm not like
how to use them.
No problem.
Okay. Because maybe so say come a Balak Nigeria time, so the same problem.
Germany.
So bench Balak also a Lampard. So bench Lampard, so bench Gerrard. Gerrard is a captain.
Maybe Saget be Ivory the enemy.
No, Obenya Boda.
Ivory the enemy. On performer na quarter finals.
10 best teams. Spare this so. And I tell you this and I do this so.
With them.
But no free so bash be bapa because players now no supporters in who so no. No mu free mu ya be hard. E be hard. Nti e no ho sem no ye dia me no ni sem ni be sia na fia to aso fie na na utwe mu nso unse Ghana yamputi team no omo so ekwaji trophy e di buy Blasters dey since 40 something years ni ye mu bi hu trophy ni bi da but amputi for no omo kwaji omo no ye defending champion na omo sansa akwaji na omo qualify world cup no omo ba ko enti omo buy no minister etu ni safre omo na omo koye no nsema course wo ho ni de ase na players ne kwa wie no omo ko esa ko mo ko Germany na mo wie no do bia ni maye mo samonsa na omo di buy na me pesi entie me na mo ko visiting minister ni sem kakra minister and tuja yentie na fiembra Mustafa isi.
This is a national team. The team sitting here is not a club. is not your private property. When you are going to Egypt, if I haven't signed for you to represent our country, you cannot be there. So that is to the management who are here. And it is not only to you, but to entire national team. Once it's a national team and you are going to represent our flag, anytime you come, that's why when you are going, I delegated my director of FNA to come with you in Egypt. I made sure that communication went to the ambassador who is representing the president to make sure that whatever is supposed to be done, courtesies and protocols are accorded to you because you are representing our country. So when you come, after the successes and there is anything, the first point of call should be this office. We are not going to tolerate you using the state for your personal benefits. Once you come, all of us will then be making sure that whatever benefit that is supposed to accrue to you, just like we did in the previous time when you came, the $2,000 you all received never came into my pockets. It was for you because you represented us and you performed. And similar opportunity will be given to you. But if you realize that this time when you landed, unlike last year, yeah, but this is important. I just want the media to know. Unlike last year when you came here directly, this year you started going from one place to another place without even records to the government who sponsored you. And that cannot be tolerated. I have to put it to you, not only you, any national team. If it's your personal club, a private club, that is fine. That is your club. As national team, once you come, you should know that you are representing the government, the states. So that is what I just want to tell you. So I've asked the president of the Ghana National Para Team. We have seen that you have received a lot of donations, which is good for us. You should account for it because it's for the state, it's not for you. And he has indicated that he will definitely come and account for it. And government will then see what we will do to complement whatever you have received already. So that is the information I just want to, and we'll communicate after you have presented all the statements.
Okay, Mustafa Yusuf, Sports Minister, and I'm in Kano. Na edi baby ana ya so tiase say nkrofo akọ fight abro moje ni akọ akọku edi ama Ghana agi trophy di aba na ema ayo hokra ni say omudi trophy ni ba ye kran say nka oman no ebia NSC Sports Ministry no omu ko na bia omu ko gi trophy ni cheso mo akoye bibi kra ho aho abi kra no omu tu omu jajam bedu airport no obi eni ho ema players na di trophy no confuse 2 weeks trophy no could deal be in 2 weeks answer ni ya throw letter e dia common minister say minister yaba ye pese ye ba be visit to trophy na ye gin ye pese di bro keke 2 weeks one few obi akra minister no one few obi a say ni refi na ejuma kra wo ye now put team e wo Kumasi adum chi ho ema minister ni nkro force say omo blasters match omo sa omo hu Kumasi adum chi ene ma omo ska ena oman penida da John Dramani Mahama so omo ska Ghana Commercial Bank omo ska ni ada corporate bodies omo ska and national team ekusi akan jesi omo be football boot omo ni equipment omo ni hwe na oye minister na omo aba sebi ube penya sasen bia ka hwe omo no asema oka coach have you wait minister
yeah I think say at you know all the time when you want to speak mind you every voice we do here will be there the next 10 years the next 40 years your children will ask you a question and that day you will be in a different element so the elements we are today right now in the studio we should remember we may be should we be the same element another 10 years when your grandson will ask you or your granddaughter, Grandpa, did you say this? Oh, I was not happy then, or I was no. It will forever live with you. Yeah, Omaya, Uoba. Now they did you a man for fee. You know what we need to find out now? Are your children eating at home before they are doing that, before you punish them? But one mom biryani, and they are hungry. So they will definitely go to the next door neighbor's house. And then me and Kolaboni. They have not eaten. I just remember I took my kids somewhere and for the toys they are growing. He didn't rush them for the toys. And every time he said, we've always watched him. He has the same number of toys at home. It's a catch and say, yeah, Pierre, pick the toys you want to play with. When you go and your friend is playing for a toy, you can exchange. Yes. But Enkosu, me too, ya kolana, obi di toy bana uswa. Uma bi order maji, every musemo. Uncle Toby Mao. Bring your toy, you are kids, then you interchange your toys and you play with. Until when they are vulnerable. Jesse, sports ecosystem, a system. So Jesse, Amber, everybody wants to be praised. They were not welcome, like you said. Yeah. Homosexual letter, they were not welcome. The people are ready to welcome them. They are hungry. They want to eat. And you said you want to host them. So we should wait after 2 weeks everywhere you are in the world, because who are assistant? Every organization or Ghana, no, our technocrats, our Crawford. So even if you are not there, somebody can come in and say, our daddy is not in, but we'll receive you and maybe we'll inform you, maybe 2 weeks time he will be in town. Then you come and do the official presentation. It's a tough work. I'm going to your cabinet. You can just say that individual fee. Yeah. So
the sad aspect. Buy a crowd hotel is Omukodano. Omudu and catch him say hotel no crown. Omudi cow hunt with now sana Juna Ubia Papa from Tamale. It's Roger, I think, sir. Our minister is in charge now, but we always tell us, I am a civilian. You are in uniform today, but tomorrow you will be a civilian. Yeah. Ruba Papa Dimae. So you see this office. My father was the financial controller of the judicial service. He said, the way you see you guys working, another 20 years you can't walk in. You will also knock. Yeah. But this time you walk in. So respect all the staff I'm working with. So that when I'm more, you can still walk in. But when you come here, you're arrogant. After when I leave, the next person will show you that I'm in charge. Yeah. And see, today you are in uniform, but today you may be a civilian. Okay. Coach Abio Namutena, Coach Ubek, Mamimra also, with team minister. We mu players omo bi say kan dia ma oman ne kra enti say e bia blasters na e bia other national teams are foreign based players ne ba oman ne twa omo ticket omo e ba e bi twa omo ticket more than $14,000 no more dia be sia kan e dia ma oman no omo wie no omo ko so a ye ni bibia e di ja omo kwan e omo ye comparison because no mo ka say Morocco for cry any omo di second crown no $10,000 yedi mo bia Angola for koji World Cup ye sit down 3-bedroom ya ma omu ka omunji omu hesa ne mani nyino but yo je na Ghana hana omu wono omu ba na etu omu ajaje msa it look like I say omu ni say omu the future dia.
Roger, to be very honest with you, I'm very, very sad because I'm that emotional type person. What do I say? And then the question I say won't be so say microphone on home say unia and I say put yourself in that situation. Say who that situation more, then you understand these people. Yo Roger, sebi you 9 years no you call back around and no cry to say no, I'm very, very sad. Me here the minister Neka. Sometimes no, with all due respect, say Kasa, you don't talk out of emotion or talk out of anger, be an answer, baby. What do you say? Because say to be honest with you, say me relative be woman. No, I'll go mad. In fact, I don't want to, because. It's so pathetic. Yeah, national team. Yeah. It's a blaster air combo match. Blaster air bar. Look at the welcome.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, mom. Into question and person me be some will say, brothers no. Yeah, do the even the ministry do they recognize them? Do they Football Association, do they recognize them?
Add a little. Society does not even recognize
them. That's
because maybe events this year they were planning an event and the disabled asked for the venue first. When they were getting ready, then able people came. Then they said, if you're a farmer, so that they need to fight. Baku or Madina. This patients. Then the owner told me, say, if you want to see whether we like them, come on their visiting hours. When the kids even want to go to them, some parents are pulling themselves. So naturally, we are people, when it comes to disabled or disability, we really see it to be a case.
Exactly.
It's about crowd, you can't catch on and say, we want a case.
Because,
okay, I said, there was somebody who, they appointed him as a minister. No, I did them, whether he was blind.
Yeah.
Chieftaincy minister.
Chieftaincy.
Who never buy it? Ultimately, you
don't deserve. And I think
are we discouraging them or now say we?
As I'm proposing, other jurisdictions are. The way I hear what needs and then when I knew watching a dear
Roger, my question is say you recognize your tournaments now. Yeah. No more to me cup.
You see, preparation.
The national team ground at the end of Mutamaya. African Cup of Nations. How much do we spend on the national team? In the way more the trophy and Omoko. Your bonus nothing. National boy. No, person me. Now I'm representing the nation Ghana.
I know because I'm club side. Were they treated like the national team?
Where do we come?
You see, it's a team base. No, we didn't promise about 13 base at home.
Gosh,
I think
on the very good way, we need to, I don't know which platform.
And then
to meet Alizi.
Show you more. Apologize to them.
Yeah.
No, because from Munyahe.
Yeah.
And from because they know Kasacho to send him.
No, like they are nobody. No, you don't. No. I'm sorry, but I don't want to listen to.
Okay, and almost someone on the Yentuaso, and FA Cup, no final, no course, or Legon Stadium. Now you match and worship pass and say, but for Katano, almost be good football, and so no results, Uncle Ye, 90 minutes, now a 1-1 extra time. You bought 120 minutes, now was a penalties, it was here deciding the par or no ABG trophy, and T. Instruction every year 5-4. As someone Naji trophy, no first major trophy. Coach Marcel Credu, any Nimrantiano, and I say more at me a G trophy. No, now, Macoma Beja for now, me Pessi Coach Marcel Credu after say or G trophy. No, a young team Marcel Credu in some waka at the final game.
Games. Let's see what happens. We always believe in ourselves and we know what we've got. And once it's football, and I knew about one thing that we would do well. But I didn't know that we would go this far. But for sure, I knew that I could transform the team. So I know what I have. And when you believe in yourself, I think it's the beginning of everything. The self-belief did a lot. It motivated me to sign the contract for Nsiatreman. I knew that we could do well in the league and the FA Cup, but I never thought we could win the cup.
Coach Marcel Credu no na se jobo bisa ne say why FA Cup no opportunity say oba ko Africa no my ready and see ntie no kakra Africa.
Let's see what happens. We always believe in ourselves and we know what we've got. And once it's football, anything can happen.
Coach Marcel Credu na motene kano losing side coach Johnny Diafo won also kasaka kra say omulisu de na mu na ye game a na wasan komutumi ewini
competitive game. And just as I said in my earlier on submission that the best team win. We took the lead. They came back strongly. We equalized the goal at the tail end. And penalty is on everybody's game. And so we missed the chance. They took their chance. They have won. They deserve it.
Okay, coach Johnny Diafo, coach Edima Bofakwatano, and Mutini Canitenra, Homo Bankran, Mbanasan, Conasansa, trophy, no, a sweet pebre, you see, we did. Coach, FA Cup no Wafulu, Enra, and a final game, no, a basso, and Swatcherman, and Aji, a Bimuka, say, we have quality, or Mukuta, place, no Mukuta. Africa ometimi akọ ndị bi omo abutu de bechere say bia but ye ni o makasa omuso mboko ye hwe FA Cup no from beginning ni enra ye bend
Roger, I think sir it's been good and one of the trusted tournaments supporters any place you are trusty say once you are kicked out you are gone and we more GD sir tournaments and now we have more attendance for yesterday than the league matches but mo feel say it's always play on a fair ground, go for mentality from day one, right from the second division up to round of 16. But no, then we saw the two teams climbing. I think the semi-finals, we were here to discuss the semi-final game now on boy. And finally, Swatman was able to beat their opponents. And
so my Legon City, and Bofonso share dreams. Last minute go there.
When people advise said, let me qualify to go back to Africa to continue the campaign. So I think the two coaches have done very well. So far, so good. And one game near PA, you know, because prior to this game, let me catch a man for say it will not produce more than 2 goals, not more than 2. It's the 2, no.
Yeah, and also racing again.
One. Yesterday morning, I was telling people, say, it was when you look at the heat map of the two teams, it's been goalless, 1-1. Now a goal difference, and then before the game, no, goal concede, now 2-1 different. The 2-1 keep on appearing all the time, and then finally, no. But for course, best on the day. Of course, best.
Go now, Swatman, Eddie, take Canocano, because a lack of concentration from a goalkeeper, no. Because now you free kick.
I mean, lack of concentration if you bench, no. The bench caused the problem. There, because as I'm sure, whatever you transit, waves to the players. There was a throw incident. Omuka because I hostan so the goalkeeper even standing there, and the idea me to kind of go here. Just complaining close to the where the bench was. How do you believe, say, which means who throw any better chance? Lines, no any referee, no. So and then one as a
go nearby,
free kick nearby. It's like you know on ground because he has come to the post.
Anybody was not born in the first half. He
has come to the post very well in the first half. I think, say, it was a game, but. Obviously, on paper, now more of the tips now come is what to carry.
And then I said the people were like, Swatman,
to carry the game. But I think this for coach who watching from Dreams FC, who watching from down, I still believe, but he knows how to play every game and he approaches every game. So, who predicting I want change me be show. And now watch them, coach. If you pay attention, who loses the ball, start marking. Who loses the ball, start marking. I have to say, they crowded the Swatman team. In terms of no enough, started struggling. Because now ball need call weeks. I'm not even ball family though. So I think that was a good game. What they say, going to Africa, you know my stand. You know my stand.
Okay, but I can be sorry about that.
And yes, it's because you need players. But a Juma, if you did shame, not changing the Babano. And yet, but who's saying I did shame because it be a good video analyst, dietitians, the physio department, the physical trainer department. These are departments that is adding up to 30s because on our fitness and nutrition, our direction, our proportion directing to 30s. So if your 30s is good and your fitness is bad, you are in trouble. If your fitness is good and your nutrition is bad, you are in trouble.
All those things also involve money.
Involve money, involve personnel. And yes, I'll be a kekawako fan and say, oh yeah, dietitian. And yes, I'll be a kekawako fan and say, oh yeah, video analyst. Now, I said, that means you're there. you can bring 10 video analysts, but when they finish, they don't know how to translate what is written on paper to the game for the player and the coach. It's a video analyst, or you don't catch it, say, why? But since I'm moving in there, they manifesto or park. So we need to
say, or the mark coach in a coach in a opposite.
And by coach is opposite, and then I can tell you, Nipa no catch on no opposite no. Which yeah, farmer coach Nikeke. You must be at the training session. The coach implements there, some the coach. That you will implement no what than he left. I call right. Sakasana Bakrumpa, international attacking. I'm for say. I have worked with coaches who don't have knowledge about video analysis, but they succeeded.
Yeah.
You know that's why. If you are Mr. Coach, I didn't need discuss it. It's your coach training, you need to be there. Now, as a coach, you achieve only 30% of Adena Mitroyo. Into China Yaba. Yes, I you. So, when a video analyst does, you don't finish the work as a video analyst independently. So, the moment the coach cannot translate it, when I want translating here, my coach. Okay. Secret back, no. Okay. It's in Kolana Abano. Omu tro baby keke no mu dey deceive mu omu chaka just omu fan there. You understand? It's omu tro it's ema mo smart mu hu but that journalist we cry you want the video analyst want ni adwuma. No, the video analyst must be able to help the coach to translate the information to the players through the coach to the players, and must be able to get the feedback and tell the coach say no, the implementation is still not done.
Okay. Just to add to what coach was saying, let me start from the video analysis. Mean opportunity, whilst I'm still coaching, because like over there at IAS, it's a compulsory thing. Every coach be IAS fan count. So this is something which I really got serious about it. Now, course be. But it's like, church, now I was trying my possible best to help, with the questions, answers, and all those. And the guy now, I don't know who say no. I said, miti. When a concept nasi, miti analysis nasi pa. At some point, on the crack can say from your knowledge, it looks like. I say na yen to me because is just what they write, but how to translate it into the onto the field. Okay. Say coach say this. And I problem. Because video analysis is one of the best. It helps the coach to prepare his next session, to know say okay, no, this is where I'm lacking, this is where I have to strengthen all those things. I say and congratulations to Master Kredu
of Africa, another experienced coach. Yes, so good to be Congo Arabia. About the experience okay, no some no ente cry baba kwa humano so na oso be frɛ na wo de aginkyere ababa boaye na yebekɔ Ghana League no abawie yebekɔ no so na the day are you and the day are you akase kakra na se wo say Thomas Step atake bi say kromwa say ye pitches no enye inchira nya baby in second na blaster ye ne Central African Republic na parki du baby fe cosplay so place bobo na ye omuntari okofa nsem bebre di bae the day are you akasa kakra chem say pitches wo krumu ano ha dwi especially tamale pitch no wose enye inte wose mpeni form money consider be players benya baby second ye ntie the day are you na ye ntwaso.
We have a wonderful stadium here, and I hope and pray that we'll be able to work on the pitch for it to be better for our teams who are here, RTU, Karela, Tamale City, and also the national team to have the chance to play and come back for the Northern people also to see us, because when we look at the stadium, it's a great stadium. But to put that aside, it was wonderful. We thank you so much. I want to thank my brothers also here who have always supported me. We support each other. Thank all the Northern people who have been behind us in the good and the bad moments. And we want them to know that we
Okay, Andre de you Morgan and I would say what this answer no as you dear to just say ya bia homana tum fisa be kunyano no meseno na was screen no free na fi for aginchire every ye move na fi yakọ league no so Ghana league no ya boyi say so acheman say no omo no IGF Cup season no nti omo so anya trophy na mo Premier League ni de Samates elegant champion of champions omiedu be shia na yehu team a aha wono ebetimi agenti Samates womo na after match day 34 no omo champion to celebration ni omo last game na ye omo ni Accra Lions nti na te say na e kama pa senia na omo di trophy no drew no omo di nam wiem no na kama nipa dodo na akugo Stowboy mu nyina kɔ hɔ ekohu nyum nti na te say league no bibi ekosi no last matches na ye boy no na bi ekofan sem bebre bae Hasselfolk against Bechebu United senior game this ko na nkrofo ka ho sem bebre na Heart of Lion eni Brekum Chelsea eno Supaneti bia eno se tie mu no Lions e de take no eno se nkrofo ka ho sem bebre bi kre ka se o se investigate matches ni bi e ko so Kalela Midiama eno se na ma forecast e o se eno se no ye investigate na bofo kwata no RTU and Accra Great Olympics omo eko relegation nti we team sa omo ko relegation na fi omo so omonya promotion Young Apostles omo sa qualify and Baseke Holy Stars zone 2 omo sa qualify na Vision FC zone 3 omo so qualify na makoma badwa for so na fi league no nyina no omo summarize bibia na mo min online no so bra. Good afternoon Odin be Jogasa free.
Good afternoon.
Mbache Odin be Jogasa free. Okay. Okay, yeah, we too.
Okay, Minister na Okasano. I'm putting I'm fan say Ghana team and say Ghana national team. Because treatment I demand national national team no, and yet the best at all. Now Minister, I'm making ya gada ako a tournament about. Now I bet what from at now kasa omenimsi. It don't be the confidence. I'm next time I'm going to put your best the other trophy of my country. Minister no yen why yen cry. Or some from no apologize or not the show no yeah. And after England national team. I think say concern supporters the reason because we Obama official City back Chelsea. 21 goals in the season or 22 goals. Why are they can add him to the team. I mean, Saka Money are the only team in Bobona. A moment for Obama and the book Obama, then the TM Hollow. Oh, yes, that need England said that need defensive midfield that they are prove that they can do it. Obama go and they use them. Let them be England team. Okay. That's it.
Yes, sir, that's it, sir. Also, by also with my friend, also, Waba Jimedo, so no mess, no, and I was screen as into free, nothing so for a ginger, Bob Wye. Coach, Yankee Ghana Premier League, no, your boy season 9, the summer test, and a G assessment the whole season.
To me, it was a very good season. First of all, let me congratulate Samates for winning. That was last 2 years. Me were Mediama.
Yeah, Mediama.
Yeah, and I can tell you, whenever that we have to play, like Samates will play this week, the next following week we are playing against that team. We had opportunity to watch Samates individually, you know. Let me say, they've been able to acquire very good players. Oshe player bit say Kayeke, and then they have one of my best midfielder. To me, no, I think even Blaster Collab is supposed to be there. What's the name? Sidu.
Yeah,
old midfielder. No wonder Oshe local blasters. At least they were able to get 3. The captain is in North or something like that. Play as a wild midfielder. No,
but you mess about say I mean next caller. Good afternoon, Odin Bedoga free.
Good afternoon. From Kasafi Tapa.
Okay, but you why?
But of this done more kind of one can you. More kind of one can you. Because I want to walk on the castle bed. So we'll be on your Punan over Jadia. Simply Punan over J. I say, we know our improve. I don't want to. Now, that's how I walk blue in now working. By the castle, but there, 7 being an answer, sending a catch up. Why there at the kind you see own. You can never room, and I know if I see man can have to look my catch on. You can't think to cancer. Oh, yeah, I am or say, I want to walk at the castle. Room there, I want to come over room there, sister, why the gun up 1 point, why then you have to be any more. And me, no, or now, or no, or Jan over by no young over the year. So, no, the I want to open dinner. I sky none or whatever movie. Almost good of a year. Or not one already say maybe. That's what I'm kind of using and you see there. You know, the no, the marathon of about.
Yes, sir, I see, sir, also by also betting a friend, no messing, and it was clearness and fat, and I feel so free, and I feel you are ginchile. Now, and someone who do I do communion and obey me do a ginchile, and so about Boy, or you made a coaching team.
Yeah, so like I'm saying, individually, share players now, fantastic players. The Sedula I was talking about. Personally, he was a player that I followed from high school up to Samates, and then one yeah now in Crawford Refi say Ushe Timbiti say Samates supporter boss. It's like from a pawn game from the stadium to Junction before it was massive support until to me say the Krona Kasa support war. And then you look at second place Accra Lions show more made of a young
this season Oma performing
tango.
But Mesamba so good afternoon Odin Baby Kasa free.
Good afternoon, Medin Joe, the Kasa free Bosiano.
Okay, Joe, but you why?
Okay, if you know, first minister, no, or no, better the can answer. Also, the facial expression or the honor. What you want a hand time chair on so papa. Oh, dear, when I want to be to the chief catching it in your end, your end jay. But yes, still, why look at First of all, because for one more. No much in your quaba, on be 2 years, and you can't throw. So you ban on your mocha. You almost have some cross some coffee by, and you're gonna be moon ever call. Or more opponents call movie to your mocha, Shabunos is here, demon. Your baby, then your mom. Out your can't see. What I mean, German on your shoe.
Yeah, I see. So by so betting my friend Afi, also the agent at the Aba, Jumedian. So, Hakuchi now.
Roger, let me just conclude, summarize it. Yes, from Accra Lions, Tanko with a young, very dynamic team. No, I think Stankwaya Sayam Bonabaso, and then I wanted to touch on these 2 clubs, which is our big clubs. No,
okay.
Kotoko has. Okay.
And now Watara T Stadium. So Kope players.
That be problem kakra me wo. To me, as a coach, this is my own personal opinion though. Ushe the way yet me pam US season now yet me pam 15 players say omunko 16 and 11 say omunko. Rather to build
close to 20 players.
Build a team no and easy. And now Kotoko is too big. Across of is too big. They are too big for a season. I bet you know now muda baby Kotoko that baby us that no. To me catch him say Real Madrid bet me akoda 9 final time. No, it's never going to happen because Amu was scared to buy any player of their choice. One problem I think I'm having with Kotoko. I had the opportunity to work with Kotoko under Polak. I was doing the scouting for him. But sometimes those show more they don't understand and they don't value what is scouting. But it's like say you bet to me define scouting pa your football more. I think say beboa because it's like say Kotoko was scout papa because scouting, you know, it's in twofold. What do you say? First one, me kwa player aba individual, and then second one, me kwa scout for a team. Ebia next game you know airborne. I mean the report aba and then we mount up strategy. What they say, not a double but they don't value all those things because we call me to throw a report, proper report pa the bar. So the mom that's sometimes
I go for I from the last call I mean from report today that's been which good afternoon, Mr. Free. Oh, pum pum for anyone. Ah, asa. Pum pum the any as if you you know, okay. Coach Abi Mamibra say, near sure say other clubs, Kotoko has any other clubs, and you be shut up permanently about us because as a folk, Obos is in a way. Oh, Saki bear more than 11 players. Asante Kotoko, oh, Saki more than 20 players. That is a whole time between another team. I will keep let to say Steve Mokwala Mo Lamtesi or Colibia Zeze Komuru.
I think they are dangerous because they are dangerous more because this time it was the coach who bought the players.
And some of them were monkey keyboard back not even a single match.
Because there was a big question mark because normally other side will be taught as a over. But this time it was
1 year recruitment.
Like we said, we congratulate Samates. I'm expecting them not to be a bottom table team. They should decide to be a mid-table team. They are worst all the time. Since it's almost they're a force to reckon with. We want to get 3 force, 4 force, 5 force. So force is not yenya. That is the only way we can get a competition, and that competition will lead to Africa. If Mediama is strong, vying for the league. Samates is strong, vying for the league. Edwana is strong. As Kotoko are strong. No, you have about 8 to 10 teams. We are strong. So it means you are putting more investment, more human resource. But I bet to say predictable. We are far. Now we are far. So once they have come, like Coach said, strong force, they should remain a force. Changing the face of the game. The 2 of them are playing champion of champion. We want to see the outcome of that champion of champion, and they are likely to meet a top 4 again. Yeah. Because the first one, no first training.
Yeah. I guess.
Now you bought top 4 to prepare the teams. Only a clear timetable, so that the teams will be able to know how to do their preseason. Or share their place into in-season. It's only if someone bought top 4 now, when you say,
pre-season,
in-season, you understand? Normally, your back and front will be in the season, affected the muscle structure of the players, affected onward of the coach. The only down part of the league, you have to out to you, Dreams FC, so much, was a dear bed and downfall of the league. They are kind of allegations. But where with evidence by I don't think they should be punished very well. Omako Division 1 so I'm not appealing. I'm saying they should go to
last match
and they should go to Division 2 because if you commit offense you drop 1 step and what drop you 1 step so they should go to Division 2 now. Build it up. It is something we need to look at. A 13 league no, a destroy league no. Actually, do self to be shame. I say other countries they will not be left out of the hook. Yeah. They will not be left out of the hook, especially after Zito Grant's interview, saying Omunya pre-information to catch any team manager. Is a coach. You can't get pre-information about any team. Coach did the bar say, let me know what match. I can guess those who are in the team because I know them. But I can't believe say 30 players no coach the banu correct players. This is our do. Coach, we number 10 anyone here. We number 5. We do that. You understand? Even sometimes
second opponents do that. See only team or not say or they will represent.
So this punishment must go on. Punishment I say you feeling. We shouldn't feel say be at your by punishment collaborative all repeating the bill. Because the story is called worldwide, so your friends will be writing to you. Mr. Coach said that before China now. I'm not trying for Holland. So do you know what they write? We are stupid to say. Once you are not part of the offense, sometimes one word of form on you know. Something happening. It affects you. Every man who walk home keke. I think sir, we've done it internally. We are doing okay, but our it doesn't affect our external results. You will never be brave. A journalist called Sama Bronco Bida. They left here 5, and I will call do 11. And they say, I've told you to sit in a team bus and know what we go through and know what the players go through. Then all of you can come together. Then we speak as a team. Or see, I call by no who say the players sometimes are not performing because of the journey we make.
Yes.
Yeah. You see, League media, I think, sir, it wasn't bad, but there are more learning curves. Especially there are Pedia League. No, we only brighten the corner where you are. Okay. But you know what? Assemble Rebecca. Magana voice will say, we like selling negative. There's nothing called negative. I've not slapped anybody. Can you come here and tell listeners, say, me bobi assume. But so me boy, obi assume for na how can okay. It was a negative story. I've created a story for you. You try say, who will brighten the corner? That's why we are here today. So we brighten the corner where we are. But after brightening the corner, if you do anything negative, we'll say it as well.
Okay, hane de jumere de besi yemre naso asokra pa hontino ye de besia na ya sorry sa ko na fi jumedi aka so ababetra so inside politics ba ye sorry pepe na ti so mo etra na fi jumedi aka etimi atwa so coach Vincent Abiu ebaye and afi coach John Opon Webek one so ebaye ye de mo besia na ya sorry sa committee e di Roger Imano from the Sports Monake Botela and afi kojofu so nyina so teachie na afi MCR Ralph and afi kisi yimana kisi mu nyina abojuma and afi mo maka nyina Peter mu nyina abojuma na afi camera for no so wa ha Willy wa ha and Suffer Francis Suffer Prince wa ha na afi Francis ono so wa ha no msi yedi mwesi nyame aduma dasene ebesane we nabom nyame aduma Saturday mi church member ba ko ye wedding emefa wo Victory Bible Church oware Saturday nti yina ebeko ni akota na chi na ma bibia aye kama edimwesi bye bye.